Hey, what's going on, Facebook? Okay, so I'm on here because I just had a very interesting conversation with a young lady. And I know that this is a reality that a lot of you guys are facing. And I want to have a real conversation with you all about what you need to do if this is the scenario that you happen to be dealing with. So, a young woman reached out to me and she was like, hey, I'm a hot mess. I need some coaching. I need it ASAP. She was like, I needed it yesterday. Hey, Angela. And I listened to her. And as she was speaking, she was like, but I'm pricing some things right now. And I just want to know what you charge because, hey, Michelle, she's like, I want to know what you charge because I really need some help. I needed help like yesterday. And so, what do you have to offer? No problem. I actually said, hey, if you got 15 minutes to hop on a call with me, I want to talk to you so I can know a little bit about your business and what you have going on. And so when I talked to her, she gave me a little bit of details about her life, details about her business. Hey, Yali. And she was just so excited, right? She was so excited about doing what she needed to do for her business. And I was explaining to her that I only had 3 slots left in my academy. And every price point, it was like, oh, well, I don't really have that. And then I was like, okay, well, do you want to do a strategy session? I'm running a Black Friday special. I'm just really trying to work with her. And then she was like, well, I don't really have that either. And the honest to goodness truth was that it didn't make a difference what I said. I probably could have, this is no disrespect. She might even see this video, but just the way that I felt coming off of the call, I felt like I could have said it was $97. No matter what I would have said, she just didn't have it. And unfortunately, for a lot of you, this is what you deal with. When you get ready to, you want to move forward, you basically can see that you're a hot mess. Yeah, excuse me, I'm doing multiple devices right now. You know that you need to get a coach, but then we come with this dilemma of not being able to afford it. And so here's the advice that I gave her because nothing was going to work for her. And so people always talk about, putting it all on the line. I did a podcast about this, when is it safe to do it? Should you do that? When is it too dangerous? Trusting your own intuition. And as I was listening to her, this is a woman who had many, many years of experience, but everything was just like hustle, 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 grind, grind, grind. And I'm going to be real with you. That's not where you want to be with your business. You don't want to feel like the only way you're going to get where you're going in your business is to hustle yourself to death. And so I told her, I said, well, if you've been in business for as long as you've been in, then there are some things that just from being in business, even if you've been messing it up a lot over the years. I said, but even though your presentation sounds good, you need a coach for a reason. And when I looked at what it was that she does for a living, I was like, oh, okay, I can see what the problem is. How many of you guys know that if you come to me, for instance, and you say, I am into healing, I'm going to be like, yeah, and you probably don't practice your own modalities that good. If you come to me and you say that you teach confidence, a lot of times you probably wavering or struggling with your own confidence. And so because of the nature of her work, I was like, you know how to tell everybody else what they need to do, but you don't know how to do those same things yourself. So what it is that you see something in your mind, but articulating it out of your mouth, that's where the dilemma comes in. And so this is what I told her to do. This is real talk. I'm going to tell you guys, a lot of you all, you want to invest backwards. I don't care what you say, you want to invest backwards. If you cannot afford to get a coach, what you don't do is you don't start going on a money quest, trying to find the lowest bidder. Are there some coaches out there who may charge less than me that may be more affordable? Yes, but unfortunately, you do run the risk of the you get what you pay for. You also don't run out there and you don't say to yourself, okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go out here and I'm going to buy a whole bunch of courses because I'm going to DIY and piece my business together. Unless you know beyond a shadow of a doubt, I'm doing good in my business. I've hit a roadblock and this is where I need to start. I mean, this is where I need to get help at so that I can fill this hole in my business. The average person, listen to me, the average person that is having a struggle building your business, but you know for real, you have a powerful skill set. The place where you start is selling. Before you even stop, listen to me. I know what it is. It's Black Friday. I'm not talking about this because it's my Black Friday special. Please understand, for Black Friday, both of my summits, they on sale. My Facebook masterclass, it's on sale. My strategy session, that's on sale. Even a close of sale replay is on sale. But people on my email list got a lot of things sent to them about what's on sale for Black Friday. Close the sale is on sale for Black Friday too. But I want you all to understand that the reason why I'm saying this is because you need to get yourself in position where you can afford to get leadership. You are blind, okay? And you have, how many of you have heard the expression, the blind leading the blind? Unfortunately, what most of you are dealing with right now is being blind. And you know what you do, but you have this one place where you cannot see, and you cannot see how to articulate your offer in such a manner that a person is damn near begging you to just say, hello, how much does it cost to work with you? Send me the PayPal bill, send me the link so that I can pay you. A lot of you are scraping your coins together, and then you finally get you $500-$600, and you're going out to buy a course. You're going out, you get you a couple $1,000, you're going to invest in some DIY program. Put yourself in a position where you can get your paper higher. This is what you do. Put yourself in a position where you can get your paper higher so that you can afford the coach that you want to have. Who does it any other way? It's crazy. I'm sitting here telling you, it's so much easier for me to say, oh, buy my replays, buy this, do that. No, I'm sitting here telling you that if you want to be able to get to the next level, when you're doing it on your own, it is so freaking hard. You got to figure it all out. You got to see it all on your own. And that is not the way that you want to be. So if you're going to do anything, get yourself in a position where you can get that money in your hands so you can get that coach that you need so that you can get the results that you want. Now, like I told that lady, I said, that's what you should do. You know, I ain't trying to get you into this group coaching program or get you on the one-to-one or anything. If you guys know that, thank you for the love. If you know that you have skills, if you know beyond a shadow of a doubt, whether you can articulate it good or not, that if somebody works with you, you're going to get them the results that they're looking for, then the best thing that you could do for yourself is put yourself in a position where you are able to articulate your offer. So I've told you guys before, and I'm going to tell you again, anybody that's going to teach you how to sell needs to know about your business, needs to know about your personality, needs to know about your industry, needs to know about your brand, and needs to be having a conversation with you to help you understand how to say things in such a manner that you get all the information that you need from the person that's on the other side of that call, so that when they come through, hey, how you doing, Jennifer? So that when they're talking to you, they're like putty in your hand. Not because you're manipulative, not because you're using petty psychological BS games, but because if you don't know how to communicate your offer, you're going to find yourself always kind of feeling like, dang, man, I was sitting there talking to that person and I know they was vibing with me. I know that they was feeling me. Why didn't they go forward? Because it's your responsibility to be able to communicate the vision. It's your responsibility to make that connection so that a person can sit there and say, oh, okay, I get it. This is not this. I don't only, hey, Camille, I don't only need help in this area, but you need them to say, Jennifer, Camille, Yali, Angela, whoever else is still on here, I need you to help get me over that hump. And if you haven't done that, then you're going to be running around a hamster wheel. There's a lot of things you can trial and error. You can trial and error Facebook Live. You could trial and error a post. You could trial and error pictures on IG. You can even trial and error the name of your program and even the components of your program, and it'll be okay, because your natural instincts will pop in. Thank you for the affirmation. Your natural instincts will pop in to say, oh, this is how I correct that. But selling is a skill set. And Jim Rohn even said it himself. He said every entrepreneur should have them a job in sales. Why do y'all think I know selling and I like selling? Because I already crossed that hump. And I made sure that I was one of the top performers in the company that I work with. Selling is a skill. It isn't that some people are blessed and some people are not. And if you're not working, and look, ladies, let's be real, ladies. And for my men that following me, if you work with ladies, we have to feel a connection. We have to feel chemistry. And what a lot of you guys are doing is saying, hey, how you doing? You know, I'm August and I'm a coach. And yeah, you know, you need help with your business. I'm gonna help you get your business on point. And when your business, you know, if you can do this, and I'm gonna help you make money so you can get off your job, so you can be at home with your kids, get your husband out, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. All right. And then there's no connection in that. That's just a couple of bullet points, and that stuff don't feel good. And then you turn around, you have to say to somebody, okay, that'll be $9.97. A lot of y'all don't even realize that one of the mistakes y'all make is y'all, all of us, you be talking like this when you talking about what you're doing. And then all of a sudden, yes, right, connect, please. And then all of a sudden, once it's time to ask for the money, your whole demeanor and your disposition changes. There's a brother in the industry I respect right now, but I watched him do a demonstration and I watched his whole spirit decline. You guys can say that you got confidence all day long, but the proof is in the pudding. If once you are doing these Black Friday offers, if your voice tone changed once it's time for you to talk about the money. And a lot of you all, you're banking on those posts alone. You want that post to do the selling. Hey, Aaron, but the post can't speak like you. Your post is subject to failure because it's left to the interpretation of the person that's reading it. Now, if you're live all the time, yes, everything changes. If you're live all the time and people feel your spirit, your energy, they know you, they can hear you saying deuces, for real though, really real. You know, when people can mimic you, hear your voice in their head, when they see your copy, they will feel you. But when you haven't done that, you leave everything you've written on that post subject to the mind, the spirit, and whatever else is going on with that person at that moment. They could be feeling a little bit down, reading and feeling like whatever. But see, you could come up on my live and you could be feeling down. But what I could write in a post, me saying it on this video, is gonna pull you up. You're gonna be like, it's something about her energy. It's just something about her that brings me back up. And what a lot of you entrepreneurs don't understand is that until you master that, trying to survive in this online game, it's going to be very, very difficult. And the vast majority of you, your business, your clients is coming from that one-to-one exchange, from running into somebody at a networking event, running to somebody at the grocery store, actually hopping on a call really quick with someone that you feel like you've connected with on Facebook. It's in the intimate connections that the money is made. It's in the intimate connections that the money is made. But if you don't understand how to take what seems to be an awkward situation and make it into a moment of connection, making money will be hard for you. Every single person that's ever sat down and talked to me in a one-to-one was kind of like, okay, yeah, so what you doing? Blah, 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 blah. I see this. I ask so many questions. I get so much information. What I teach, anybody that's on here that's ever sat through a conversation with me, not that you have to, could attest to the fact that they didn't feel like they were on a sales call. They didn't feel like, okay, so tell me about your business. Tell me this. Tell me that. It's a casual conversation. And in the exchange, all of the stuff was coming out, and people would sit on, I literally have sat even through issues with technology and said, okay, you got the link? Okay, well, click here, pay here, and get the money like that. The vast majority of you, when you talk to people, you talk to them, you think things feel good, you let them go, you send them the link, you hope they pay, they don't pay, and that's not the way that it's supposed to be. Sometimes you do have to follow up, but you shouldn't set yourself up intentionally to have to follow up. And when you ask for that money, your energy, if anything, it needs to go higher. You said, sure didn't. It really only was a chit chat. It was very relatable. Exactly. You said the one-to-one exchange is what works for my business. Getting into the communities and speaking to the families works. Yes, you have to. And here's the thing. Let me take it a step further. When your sales conversation is on point, some of you are like, you want to do presentations to companies. Do you understand that that's a sales conversation? A lot of you want to have successful webinars. I want you to understand that's a sales conversation. When you understand the psychology behind it, you can structure a conversation so when a person is on the other side of it, you're already saying everything it is that they're thinking. You're already saying everything it is that they're feeling, so that at the end you can still make the offer and a person will say, oh, okay, I want to go with that. That's all it's supposed to be. It's literally just that simple. Some of you all want to write proposals to companies. It's a sales conversation. And all of that is something that you could take from the class and put it all together. So whether you're doing posts, whether you present to a company, whether you're having a one-on-one with somebody about your product, all of it is 100% a sales conversation. I've already explained to you guys. I'm going to tell you again. It is imperative that someone be concerned about what you do, who you serve, how you want your brand to be represented, and what's going on in your mind. At the end of the day, almost everybody hates dealing with objections and almost everybody hates closing the sales, but that's not everybody's issue. And you need somebody, if they're going to teach you, if they're going to really, really teach you, they should be concerned about getting information from you first. That is one of the most rarest things that I do with all classes that I teach. I want information from you coming out the gate, so that I can make sure that I'm tailor making it. Can't talk about tailor made when all I'm doing is doing what I'm doing when you get there. I want information on the front end. I'm so cold-blooded at what I do that you could not be there. But if you answer all of my questions, you're going to feel like you were there. I said it before, I'm going to say it again. I'm so cold-blooded that if you give me all the information and you can't be there, you will still feel like you were there, because that's the capacity at which someone's supposed to serve you. I don't know too many people do that, but that's what people are supposed to do. How is it that an individual can say that they so turned on about you and your business and they want to help you, but everything they do is already sliced and cut out and made? I have foundational structure, but I do not believe in cookie cutter processes. And that means that I need to know more about you as a person than I know more about my system, which means I need to have enough flexibility to switch some stuff around and not be so stuck to my methodology, because the most brilliant people who do what they do are the ones who thought they had a system, who got hit with that anomaly or that different type of case scenario, and they were able to make the necessary adjustments to accommodate the other experience. And that's why when you listen to some people, be like, dang, they know everything. How do I know that? Because they don't think inward, they think outward. They don't only think about what they do, they think about what the person on the other side needs. So I'm telling you, it doesn't make a difference whether your product is $50, $200, $1,000, $2,000, $10,000. Sales is sales. And all I know is that when I tell somebody, this is what you say, you don't say, oh, please do this. This is a rule of thumb that you should not do this. And a person executes on what I say, they close sales. So if you can't afford the coach that you want, please don't go out here and go buy a whole bunch of stuff to try to DIY your business because you can't afford a coach. If you gonna do anything, learn how to be better at getting that paper strategically. Figure out how to sell so you can make the money, so you can afford the coach, so you can afford what you need to get your hands on. Because if you DIY, you still stuck in your brain, still trying to think about how to apply it. How many of y'all have even been in these classes where you be like, ooh, that's great. I got an epiphany. That's what I'm going to do. And then after the high is gone, you be like, Dad, well, maybe I shouldn't exactly call it that. I was thinking about calling it, the Beast Your Business Blueprint. Well, maybe that's just too played out and everybody using the word beast. Maybe I should call it something else. And then you back on a hamster wheel and you thinking over and over and over again. That's the danger with DIY and everything when you cannot afford a coach. So instead of trying to DIY it, don't learn how to think about stuff, learn the actual skill set to put you in a place to get the paper to afford the coach. That's the necessary step. That's where you started at. That's where you go. Anybody not feeling me? I see a bunch of yeses. I see a bunch of rights. I see a bunch of hearts. I've seen a bunch of things coming across the screen. I changed my mind because I moved faster than I thought, because my email list got something that everybody else didn't get, and I'm not going to be making 15 links for different people. So I said Black Friday was Black Friday, but it's going until Cyber Monday. So until Cyber Monday at 11:59, how you doing, B-Fails? You literally can still save $200 on the Close the Sale Masterclass. Listen to me. Listen to me. Never in your life will you ever have someone serve you at this capacity and put you on game about so much stuff. It's going to change how you post. It's going to change how you do live videos. It's going to change how you present to businesses. It's going to change how you present to companies. Don't sleep on this opportunity. Don't go out here on Black Friday and spend your money on a bunch of courses that's going to have you thinking. You click that link. I put Linktree in there. I got all my Black Friday specials on there. You go to the Close the Sale Masterclass and you sign up because it's going down on the 29th. You only have until the 27th to sign up. If you saying to me, August, I see it, I know I should do it, but my coins ain't right, for $100 less, get the replay from when I did it before. It's still just as potent. You just don't have the specific one-to-one dialogue for you. 10 people, only 10 people to make sure that it's intimate. It don't get no better than that. If you on here and I know you and you ain't signed up, you could PM me first, but I'm about to PM y'all and say where you at if you haven't signed up yet, because this is an opportunity that you don't want to miss. The vast majority of you know you can do what you're doing. It's just that you feel half defeated because you can't get nobody to say yes. They're not saying yes. It's not because people don't see your worth. It's because you can't communicate your value. It's not that people can't see your worth. It's that you cannot communicate your value. I'm here to serve you. I'm here to serve you. I'm here to answer your specific questions. I'm not here to throw you in a loop. I'm not in here for a cookie cutter experience. I'm here to make sure that when you walk away from me, you sit there. I'm going to raise the bar on everything I do. Everything I do, when you come out of that sales class, you're going to be like, I'm a little picky now about the classes that I pay for. Trust me, the summits that I've done, people are a little picky now about what they will participate in because I don't do anything half-assed. Everything is top-notch, above and beyond. So if you're getting people to ask you about your products, but you got more no's than yeses, quit playing. Click the link. Come to the sales class. If you got people inquiring, but it seemed like everybody's a freebie seeker, trust me, everybody's not a freebie seeker. You're not communicating your value. You need to sign up. You need to take the class. This is one of the few times where you need to say, you know what, let me click that PayPal credit, because if you know that on the other side of that $297 is multiple clients, then there's no risk in that. Literally, if you know on the other side of learning how to sell is multiple clients, then that's the one time that you do put it on the line. Thank you for the love, Eric. That's not rocket science at all. So what's your package worth? Is it worth $100, $200, $500, $1,000, $10,000? The class pays for itself. You guys have got to stop investing backwards, and you got to start investing where it works. So I sound like a tape recorder at this point. I'm going to stop. I'm a beast at what I do. I'm letting you know right now, $200 off is $297. It'll still be on sale after Cyber Monday, but it goes up to $497. But guess what? It's worth $997 and above. I will be offering it again in December, but every time I offer it, the price is going up. Don't need it later. If it hurts for you to pay for it now, imagine how much it's going to hurt later, because you know what you're feeling in your heart. You know what's pulling at your heartstrings. I don't have to prove anything. You don't serve as hard as I do, even on the free side, not to go in like a killer on the paid side. You want the reviews? Go read the reviews. They're genuine, they're authentic. Go look at the caliber of the people that have left the reviews. I don't have anything else to say to convince you. You got to convince yourselves. You got to believe in yourself. If you know how to listen and you know how to follow processes, you're good. There's a natural teacher inside of me. The way that I articulate processes, mindset, and the way that I help people think through things strategically, I'm a teacher by nature. You could be a piss poor student. I'm going to pull the genius out of you. That's what I do. So I am going to get out of here. The link is inside of the comments. Click on the Linktree link. Go to the Close the Sale Masterclass. Get signed up because it is that deal. All right. Cyber Monday is what it's gone. And I ain't extending it past Cyber Monday. Even if I got a typo, I'm going to apologize and say it was a typo. I'm out of here, y'all. Deuces.